Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Elite Weapons in Advanced Warfare. I'm not sure if the intro got that. Hello, welcome back to Elite Weapons in Advanced Warfare, and we got the 13th episode here. We are doing another SAC3 variant, but this one's not akimbo. We reviewed the one akimbo one earlier, and we're doing a non-akimbo one today. And this one is called the SAC3 Introvert.
Domination.
How come every time I do a video, somebody always has to be talking, but everybody...
Defend the flag.
Anyways, this is the SAC3 Introvert, which is an elite SMG. Let me tell you something right now, that all of these single SAC3s have the exact same stats as MP11. So such as the solitary matches the plunderer, which is a professional variant. The loner matches the devourer, which is the marksman variant. Now this one, isolated matches the Goliath, and this one, it exactly matches the MP11 Squeaker. I haven't found anybody yet, but that's because yeah. And we're going to be talking about the stats today. So yeah, just like I said, all the single SAC3s have built-in red dot sights. But I'm not going to be going there yet. I'm going to be going there saying there's an accuracy decrease of 2, and what's that going to do is make you have 20% more recoil. Now I will. Okay. Oh. Let's see. All right. Adroit. That's one -1 damage. Who'd ever use that? Except for the Tiger Blood. Pretty cool variant. But anyways, you got -2 points in accuracy, which means you have 20% more recoil, which is exactly what the Squeaker has. I was low on health, so how else are you expecting to get him? But you got 20% more recoil, which is exactly what the Squeaker has. But the good side of this weapon, which makes this weapon feel great, is +2 fire rate. Now I will be reviewing the Squeaker too, but because these are different, yes, it's the same copy of the variant, but like, and you'll see on the stat chart that it says that accuracy is only 3, but on this variant it's only 1. That's not actually true because akimbo weapons have low accuracy because they can't, aim down sights, but this one can aim down sights because it's a single SAC3. It's SAC 1.5 to be more specific. I call it single SAC3 because there's akimbo SAC3 and there's single SAC3, and this acts just like the Squeaker because it's got -2 accuracy and +2 fire rate, and because all single SAC3s have built-in red dot sights, which is kind of sad to me, to be honest, because why couldn't they make like iron sights and let us choose what our optics would be? What the fuck? That's not fair. I can see them, but they can't see me. It's so unfair when that happens. They're always able to find me, but because the MP11 just coincidentally has the built-in red dot sight, this is like the only like one MP. I can't get them from far away. It's hard. Even I know this has a red dot sight, but it's hard. And then when I get close up, that's a problem, because what if the damn person has a shotgun? But like I said, this one of two of the best variants of the non-akimbo SAC3. The other best one is the isolated, but this exactly matches the Squeaker. Like the SAC3 isolated is basically like it's basically the isolated with a red dot. I mean, no. What the fuck? These are the Moors with no attachments? Come on. So low level. I don't like when people use like just normal variants, like the barrel with no, like the base barrel with no attachments, base KF5 with no attachments, base AK12 with no attachments, base Moors without any attachments, or base TAC-19 without any attachments. It just shows that people don't know how to, yeah, and base EM1 without attachments, that also bothers me. It just shows that people don't know how to use any of the guns in this game. Won't try anything new. Well, I can't blame them for that, because I used to use only the Amelie and the Bow, but then I learned to use all the guns in the game. Bombs away from me. And the sniper away from me. Okay. So yeah, same stats as the Squeaker, and I honestly, even though they do have the same stats, oh, for fuck's sake. I got killed by a 5-year-old camper. Now, even though the MP11 Squeaker has the same stats as the SAC3 Isolated, as the SAC3 Introvert, I'm sorry, we're doing the Introvert today, not the Isolated. I prefer the MP11 Squeaker. I mean, no. I prefer the SAC3 Introvert over the MP11 Squeaker, because I don't know, the SAC3 Introvert just feels much better, and now that -2 accuracy may feel bad, but it's actually not. Because you don't notice a lot of recoil. Okay, yes, you do. But you don't notice a lot of recoil from. I was gonna say the base variant, but there is no single SAC3 base variant. So I guess the Isolated is the only one that acts normal because you don't have a fire rate or accuracy decrease. So the Isolated is like the only variant that's like the base one that acts normal, except for wider hip fire, But yeah, if you were to compare this to like a SAC3 that doesn't have -2 accuracy, you still notice recoil, but you don't notice a lot. Like I can still be, what the fuck? I can still be accurate with this gun if I want to. I can still be accurate with this gun even if it has -2 accuracy. Do it to -3 like the Strider, there's a difference. So because the MP11 Squeaker feels like it has more, like a lot more recoil, so the MP11 in general has quite a lot of recoil. So okay, let's kill this camper. Hello. Oh, he even better than Switch. All right.
Taken the advantage.
So I like the single SAC3 Introvert better than the MP11 Squeaker, but I'm still going to be reviewing the Squeaker as well. So yeah, the +2 fire rate is what makes this weapon enjoyable for me. And I don't know if I'm right on this, but this is, I think this might be the fastest firing I think this might be. I'm trying to punch you. I think this might be the fastest firing in variant. What the fuck? This might be the fastest firing. I'm sorry that I kept repeating my words, but this might be the fastest firing variant in the whole entire game. Now, people might, if you put rapid fire on this, it's the fastest firing one for sure. I don't care what the Squeaker. I don't care about the Squeaker. The Squeaker and the Introvert have the fastest fire rate in the game.
Friendly UAV above.
I'm about to die.
Care package inbound. Friendly missile strikes incoming.
It's the worst enough to do anything in.
Securing A.
Yeah, I really like this variant. It's not my favorite variant, but I just love it because of its high fire rate. And the accuracy, the only thing I have to say about the accuracy decrease is that it's controllable. And let me just say this, like, usually when there's an elite variant... Whoa. Okay, fucking bad, okay, I'm gonna kill him if I can. Alright, now he's gonna do into it. He's gonna do into it. The Isolated is my favorite variant of this, of the single SAC3. Because it feels better off that +3 damage, which is supposed to match the Goliath. Now, I was gonna say that that usually elite weapons that have attachments have only have 2 good things going on in exchange for 2 bad. If it's a professional variant, if the professional variant has an attachment, then it's only 1 good and 1 bad, except for the links variable in case it's habitual. But yeah. But variants like those I don't know about, but when you have an attachment on an enlisted one, which are only 2 of them, which is the AK-12 Grenadier and the M1 Gunslinger, you don't have really anything going on. So, but because the single SAC3s like match MP11 variants, this one had to match the Squeaker. So yeah, but you still had to have a red dot sight and only 2 things going on. But because the Elite SAC3 Isolated has to match the Goliath, it has to do +3 damage and -3 handling and built-in red dot sight. So. Yep, this is a SAC3 Introvert. Again, this is a long gameplay, and I kind of told you everything that I wanted to say about it. $10 says that was the sniper. Hello?
Care package inbound.
Now, one thing I don't like about the... Whoa, uh-oh, I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. One thing I don't like about the single SAC3 variant is there a long reload compared to normal SMGs, and I would have gotten the final kill there, but nope. So yeah, the long partial reload that the single SAC3s have, it doesn't feel great. So therefore, I don't really enjoy having long reloads on weapons like that. So like a speed reload is good, but like I don't like it because it wastes ammo, and when I run out of ammo, it's better because it actually feels like it reloads faster. But you have to find a way to waste ammo. Even if you have 2 shots or 3 shots left, then you still have to find a way to waste those. And it's not. This isn't a 2 to 3 shot kill weapon. And I think it's always a 4. But just like the MP11. But SAC3 Introvert. It's now remember what I said about usually every elite variant has a 2. Remember what I said about how every gun in the game has 2 elite variants, and usually one has darker camo and one has lighter camo, and usually the darker camo is the one that ends up being the royalty variant. Like for example, the Goliath has darker camo, but the Squeaker is lighter camo, and it's the Goliath that's the royalty variant. That's what I mean. That happens for all the guns except for the KF5 and the single SAC3, because the SAC3 Isolated actually has the lighter camo than the SAC3 Introvert, yet the Isolated is the royalty variant, which doesn't make sense because the MP11 royalty came out after the SAC3 royalty, so I'm not sure why. But SAC3 Introvert has a -2 accuracy, which that recoil is controllable. Ignore what it says about accuracy being 1. That's not true because you can aim down sights. And that high fire rate +2 is what makes this weapon a beast and feel better. And I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that this weapon feels better than the MP11 Squeaker, since it's the exact same stats. See, except accuracy is 5 and fire rate looks lower, but because the SAC3 Akimbo combined, they were just lazy to change the stats. But anyway, last thing is a built-in red dot sight, which it has to have because first of all, that's what the Squeaker matches to, and that's what all single SAC3s have, which is, again, lazy, because I would have loved to see iron sights aimed down. But anyways, there's a SAC3 Introvert. I'll see you for the next Elite episode.